Hello everyone, Cloud here, and today this is my guide on the Gnome Village quest. Before we begin with this guide, we're just going to go over a few things, which are the requirements and items needed to complete this quest. As for the requirements for this quest, there's no specific skills you need to be able to complete this. However, you will have to fight a level 76 Khazard Warlord, so some combat skills will come in handy, especially magic. The Warlord is quite weak against magic, so higher magic level will do you some favours. That's it for the requirements. On to the items you need. So the only quest related items you're going to want are 6 normal logs. However, if you want to do what I did, just make sure you have a tool belt, a hatchet in your tool belt for you to cut some logs around the area when you actually require the log. Saves carrying around everywhere. If you're going to fight the Warlord in hand-to-hand combat, you're obviously going to want armor and weaponry to do so, and also some food. However, if you're low level combat, make sure you have a good magic level and just bring an air staff with you, and that should be enough to basically defeat the Warlord. Also, access to the Lodestone network will come in handy for this quest, so you'll need to travel to the quest start point, and the Lodestone network is one of the options that are available to you. That's it for the requirements and items needed. Now to the quest start point. So this questing start point is right in the middle of the Gnome Village maze. However, what we'll do, I'll just show you how to get to the point where I'm standing at now, as there's a few various ways to reach here. So obviously you can use Ardone teleport spell and then walk from there to this spot, or again if you have the Lodestone network you can use the Ardone or Yanil Lodestone, bearing in mind they're activated. Another way is from Castle Walls. If you get a Ring of Dueling, you can teleport there and then walk the rest of the way. There's many ways you can reach this point, but once you're here, then we'll start officially from this point. So now you're outside the maze, we need to head inside. Once you start getting through this quest, you can start using a gnome to show you the way in and out. Obviously, to start with though, we have to walk. So starting from this corner, if you start heading in the direction that I am at the moment, you can see I'm just following this route. As you begin to make it round, you'll see the little exclamation sign on a mini-map. If you click that, your character should then start automatically heading to that point, save you having to click all the way around the maze. And eventually when you get up to that bit, you'll see a fence that you can squeeze through to get into the Gnome Village. Once you're inside, head over to the quest star symbol and speak to King Bolran to start the quest. So once you start talking to him, he'll tell you that the Khazard troops in the north have stole one of the orbs that they use to protect themselves, so what he wants you to do is assist in getting them back. So agree to help him and you'll be escorted out of the maze by Elkoi. That's the gnome I was talking to you about at the beginning, so you can start using him to go straight to and from the village without running around the maze. Once you're outside the maze, you want to head north into the trenches of the battlefield and meet up with Commander Monte. He's the gnome wearing red and grey armour. Okay, once you start talking to him, he'll ask you to rebuild the battlements, which you need to supply him with 6 loads of logs, like I mentioned at the beginning of the quest. However, if you look just over here, there's plenty of trees and dead trees around for you just to quickly acquire the logs now. So get 6 of them in total and then return to him once you have them. Once you give him the logs, he'll start talking to you about the plan. What they want to do is break through the wall of the Khazard stronghold using their ballista. However, they need the coordinates, which 3 trackers went to go get, but they haven't returned, so you need to go find them yourself. So the first tracker is behind the largest building of the Khazard stronghold. It's being marked for you now. Head over there to get the coordinate from him. Once you're over there and have acquired the first coordinate, we now need to find the second tracker, who is just sort of east from where you are in the jail area. If you go inside and open the door, you should be able to speak to him through the bars and acquire the second coordinate for the ballista. The third tracker, he is in the southwest section of where the first tracker was, and he's sort of hiding among the trees. Again, I've got the location being marked for you at the moment. Once you go over there, go and speak to him. Now, this tracker is a little bit mad, so basically he doesn't actually tell you the number for the coordinate properly. He does it in the form of riddles. So there's 4 possible things he'll say to you during your talking. He'll either say less than my hands, which means 1, more than my head, which means 2, more than we but less than our feet is 3, and my legs and your legs, which is 4. So depending on what he says is what the number you'll need to put in on the ballista. Right, once you finish speaking to him, head back to the commander and tell him that you've acquired the coordinates, and he'll instruct you to go use the ballista. The ballista is located just a little bit over here towards the west. Okay, so once you go over it and interact with the ballista, your character will say he's unsure what the third coordinate is. So again, like I said earlier, depending on what the other gnome said is the number you need to put in, you can just cheat if you didn't really work out what the answer was by putting in 1, 2, 3 or 4 till it works. Okay, so once you have put in the right number, it will come up with a little dialogue thing saying the walls of the stronghold have been knocked down, so now you can infiltrate the area. So you want to head back up where near the first tracker was, and you'll see there's the main doors to the stronghold. If you look to the east, where you fired a ballista, there's a rubbled bit which you can climb over. As soon as you do that, there will be a level 70 Khazad commander. Either fight him or climb up the ladder. To be honest, he's pretty easy, so I just killed him straight away. And then once you finish fighting him, go upstairs and there'll be another chest, but also another commander who, again, you can kill or ignore. Once you've done that, open the chest and you should find the missing orb of protection. So now that you have the orb, you want to head back outside the Gnome maze where you was originally. It's being marked to you now, and you can use the right click option to follow Elkoi to go into Gnome village and then go speak to King Bolren. So he will tell you that during the night that other Khazad troops invaded and stole the other 2 orbs of protection. One of those was the Khazad warlord, and you'll now offer to go get it back from him. And this is the main bit where you have to fight someone. So you'll be shown out in the maze, and again I've marked the location where the Khazad warlord hides. He's right, like sort of the other side of the wall near the underground path, which is shown on the map. Once you go over to there, you should see like a load of wolves. If you see that, you're heading in the right direction, and then go a little bit further, and you'll see the Khazad warlord, and he's also got 2 other warriors with him who you can choose to fight or ignore, really. So if you want to kill the other 2 warriors, do so now while he's sort of like not around you, and once they're gone you can then target the warlord. If you choose not to kill the commander, it's up to you though. Literally you just target him and it will display his weakness, which is air spells. Obviously if you bought the air staff and magic armor, then do that, you'll soon kill him. If not, engage him in normal combat. He's still pretty easy to beat. Just use a variety of your abilities depending on what weapon you brought with you. Once you've killed him, you'll automatically have the 2 orbs in your inventory, and now you want to start heading back to the marked location, which is just outside the Tree Gnome village. And once you reach there, follow Elkoi back into the maze, and you can then go hand the orbs back to King Bolren. Once you speak to King Bolren, you'll hand the orbs over to him, and there'll be a little ritual to restore the tree back to normal, and it will come up with congratulations, you completed the Tree Gnome Village quest. You're awarded 2 quest points, 11,450 attack experience, Gnome Amulet of Protection, and the use of the Tree Gnome Village Spirit Tree for transportation to other spirit trees as well. Also, this quest is required to complete other stuff, which is the Monkey Madness quest. That's currently the only other quest unlocked. Any other ones that come out in the meantime can be added as annotations, and also some Varrock tasks. But yeah, that's pretty much all for my guide. If you have any problems at all or get stuck, please leave a message in the comment section below. If not, thank you very much for watching. Please make sure you give us a like, favourite and subscribe, and don't forget to share the guide if it's helped you. Cheers everyone, bye bye.